Coach, on the eastern edge of the D.C. metro area in Landover, Maryland. That's where we are situated at FedEx Field. Just as we were getting ready for air, both teams coming out of their locker rooms, out of the tunnel, and this crowd is pumped up as their Redskins get set to match up with the Detroit Lions. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Ready. 8 read. 80 weapons.
A look at Kerryon Johnson, second-year man out of Auburn. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
You can script and diagram plays all you want, but no one really envisions something like that happening this early in the game. How about that run to get things started? Didn't he win NFC Player of the Week last week?
Yeah, he was on fire a week ago, and what a start to this one.
Yeah, no sign of him cooling down at all.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Set. 60 outlaw. He ain't giving him nothing to do. 5.
Johnson on the counter, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big.
Check.
Here's McSorley now, 3rd and long. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Montez Sweat coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is brought in at the 21. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll go with Darius Geis, who missed all of 2018 with injury. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
From just shy of midfield, Haskins, and he whips that one incomplete there.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Haskins on 3rd down. Jordan Reed has it. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. On 1st down, it's Haskins. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Haskins gets this to Reed. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me. Looking for his tight end Reed, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 20. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Adrian Peterson off to the races. Touchdown, Washington. Adrian Peterson, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs, so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
60 or.
On 3rd down, it's McSorley. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Montez Sweat able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Haskins on 1st down. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin 1st down.
That's another Washington Redskins first down.
7-7, our score after one. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's the Redskins in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Switch gears.
They go play action now. Haskins escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep. This is caught inside the 15. A gain of 37.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the pistol, they run with Peterson. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Geis with the carry on 2nd down. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Check. 41.
They'll try and get it with Geis. And Geis is going to be stopped short as he did not get the push he needed. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. So now on 4th down, the Redskins will hand things over to their kicker, Dustin Hopkins. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. And Hopkins' kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter.
High 7. 53. Mike.
Throwing again on 2nd down. McSorley. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. They give to Johnson going right. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 22. First play of the drive is a run with Thompson. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
From the 27, Haskins. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Flexing his muscle at the 30. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Hey, exit.
56. Mike, 56.
McSorley sets to pass. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Redskins scoop it. Past the 20. 10. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are. And now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. Geis, they'll try to run it. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Geis alone in the backfield here. 2nd and goal. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal.
Hey, check. Joker.
On the ground, Geis. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Darius Geis with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Hopkins with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And the Lions first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Stafford now to throw. Screenplay, Johnson. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll be a loss of 7 on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. Throwing is Stafford. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. The Lions on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2. To the air again, Stafford. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Ryan Kerrigan, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Here's Sam Martin now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Haskins from his own end zone. He'll get this one complete to Davis. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Watch the screen. 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 Switch.
Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. He's going to air one out. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. The Redskins on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And now look at him go. And he will take this into enemy territory as he's out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Single, 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 single. Hey, watch number 33. Watch. Let's go. Come on. Tight right, tight right. Short ball.
Final play of the half. It's Haskins. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson. As time expires in the first half, and the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'd be 1st and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play, and that little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 3 down, 3 down. Hey, check, check. 3 down.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down.
Double cut. 4 down, 4 down. Alert. Watch the safety creep. Wide, get wide. Pump him.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. And that will be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take it. Deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
You better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it. You gonna take 11. You got time right there.
To throw is Stafford. Caught by Jones. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of the defense.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Stafford. He'll get this one to Galladay. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down now, it's Johnson. Ryan Kerrigan in on the tackle.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And it's 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Check 9.
Again, it's Johnson. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. It was Jonathan Bostic there on the stop.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the 38, Stafford. James has got it. Complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
A gain of 5.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Stafford now a perfect 6 for 6 since taking over. Can't ask for better than that. 1st and 10. Now Stafford. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Throwing again. Stafford. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Montez Sweat. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. Out of the gun, Stafford. Complete to Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. On 1st and 10, Stafford. This complete to Jones. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford, he completes it to Jones. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Again, it's Stafford. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
He's been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Now it's Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal.
Check safety, check safety. 53, ready.
To throw again. Stafford toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Kerryon Johnson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Geis. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
On the ground, it's Geis. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Right 40. Watch them. They're running it. 40's Mike. 40's Mike. Go. You don't want none.
First down, here's a run with Peterson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And it's a fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And into the end zone, a scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Prater for the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
At the 21-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. 2nd down, Haskins completes it to Davis. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today. Yeah,
just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, you know, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a 4th quarter advantage. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch that inside his right.
Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. AP still got it. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A gain of 13, it's a 1st down.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another 1st down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
On 1st down, this is Geis. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Check 52.
Looking to throw, Haskins. It's caught by Davis. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 21. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Banjo. Check Mike 40. Check Mike. Oh. All day, baby. All day. Check, check. 40's mine. 40's a mine.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth.
Okay, baby, let's go. Let's go.
So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
Hey,
They'll run with Geis. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. Here's Geis. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Darius Geis with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. They do tack on the extra point as well, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. Stafford now to throw. Jones has it. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Now it's Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
The Lions on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Stafford. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. Now Stafford. Forced out to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stafford, he's good. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown, but probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Extra point good by Prater. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The clock showing 19 seconds to go. And this will be recovered by the Redskins, and that should just about do it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Haskins down to a knee, and his guys about to come away victorious. So hail to the Redskins as they get the victory here. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win. Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game. So for the Redskins, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for Detroit, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll have a quick turnaround as they're back in action Thursday at noon Eastern for the traditional Thanksgiving Day game in Detroit. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.